Sometime last year, I lost $1,000. Why did I lose that money? I mean, that money was supposed to be me getting that money into my bank account every week. So I got a content writing job sometime last year, and what happened was, I just kind of like was excited about the offer, and I jumped right into that. I calculated my hourly rate at that time, how many hours it could take me to write a content, and how many content I was going to deliver every week, and the amount of money I was going to be paid every week. And so I just entered the contract was signed and everything was successful. I got the job and it was amazing. And then I uploaded the first file because I was supposed to use a doc file to upload the content, that's Google Doc actually, to upload the content. And I wrote the content, I did the research and everything, but I failed at something. Now stay tuned to the end of this video where I'm going to share how and what actually made me to lose that money. And I don't know, you might not know exactly where this tip is going to be, so stay to the end of this video so you don't skip, because if you skip you might miss this most important point. So you have probably had this experience where a client messaged you. Of course you must have come through this experience. You went through the normal process of getting on a call with the client, and at the end of the day you book a call, you close the deal, and you sign the contract. But wait, even if you have a call with a prospective client who is going to be your client and you don't sign a contract, that is another thing on its own, because there have to be a physically signed contract, an agreement, a written agreement about this thing, and about whatever you have said orally should be exactly what is going to be written down on paper, or it could be a virtual document like an ebook or a PDF, etc. So these are one of the mistakes that actually I see a lot of newbies make in this industry of career, and trying to because you're so excited, a client messaged you and all that, and you think because you've had a call with that person it's sealed and sealed for good. Well, it's not always the case. Another mistake is when you don't do your research. Doing a proper research on someone's business, someone's career journey, and even their personal stories would actually be a good example, or it would be a guidance step for you when you are writing content. Now, I was contracted as a content writer, and content writers have an exclusive job, and that job could be difficult for you if you don't know what you're doing. So that's why you have to make sure you do your research, and you make sure you read about the person's journey, because reading more about the person's journey is going to give you more insight on what to write about for the person, and also to learn more about the company's values, the insights, and every other thing that needs to be done in order to get a good content, or in order to write good content. Because making a research alone online, or maybe you're reading a book or you watch a video, is not enough to write content for your client. It's about understanding their own personal goals and visions and stories. Know more about them, even if it entails you to book a call with them to learn more about them. It is something that is needed. So now to the part of where I got a call with this person, and I was excited. I got the job, everything was signed. Of course, I signed the contract because at that time I'd already learned my lesson about not signing a contract initially. So I signed the contract, and after a few days, I sent my first content. The content, according to my client, was good, but when someone compliments what you have done and then add that but, it means that something is off somewhere, and that off of a thing could be something that would make you lose that job, or it could be in form of a correction for you to correct next time. But in this case for me, it was me losing that opportunity. Now, because my content on LinkedIn are more personalized, and you don't really see me writing something like a company's representative. I don't use a passive voice. I use an active voice in terms of writing. Now, in that content, I used an active voice, but there are different formats of content and types of content you should know. And what happened was I didn't ask the question of the kind of content she would like me to write, or the kind of content she'd love to, post on her LinkedIn. I already saw her content. I tried to follow the footsteps, but there are tricks to these kind of things. Content writing is not just you writing content and putting it out there. So I was writing without doing a proper research about her journey, her stories, and everything. And the second thing that went wrong was because I was writing based on research. I didn't write based on what actually is happening around her business, her team members, or her clients. I was writing based on that particular niche and topic. I was just focused on the topic rather than the person, focusing on the journey, focusing on the process, focusing on the personal stories, focusing on the transformation and the process and every other thing. The content was not really what she wanted. So I didn't ask the question, because when you get on a call with a client, the first thing to do is to ask a question. Know everything about the kind of things they want, how they want it, except their idea is something that isn't fetching them the result, and you are the expert in this particular field, then it is time for you to chip in an idea. Okay, how about we approach it this way? It's much better. But you have to first ask that question to learn from them, or to have an experience, or to have an idea of the kind of things they need or want from you first, before heading straight to do what you want to do. Because being contracted as a content writer doesn't mean that they don't know how to, they have the power over their business. A lot of people do not want you to bring ideas, and I don't know how those people are going to grow, because some of my clients, or most of them, have asked me for inputs or ideas of what I think about this thing. Two heads are better than one. Yay! But if you are with someone who doesn't accept ideas, well, I don't know how to talk about that one, but that's just pretty much how everything turned out. And so I lost $1,000 that was supposed to be a paycheck every week into my account. And since that time, I learned my lesson, and I hope you've learned from this video, because it's something that the purpose of this video is for you to learn from my experience, and for you not to repeat the same. Because if you repeat it, maybe you'll be in my shoe tomorrow to tell someone. So let it not be you. Let it be that after watching this video, you've learned something, and you are going to go back and step back and implement and do it the right way next time. Or maybe you have already made the mistake. So it's better for you to go back next time to understand exactly what went wrong, and then do it better next time, in order to keep getting the invoices and the credit alerts coming into your account. So that's pretty much it today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also share this video to everybody that you know this video is going to benefit. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.